ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skills
breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Working downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the can?
Shooting out of the can with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Working that left side now. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On the double. Gonna run it. It's Abram. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided,
oh, he's got some space. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
Really nice run there. Listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Averill. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Chunked it away just as he was hit. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. This quarterback part of their running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. To the air, it's Russell. Dances away. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this way.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Complete downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the toss to the left. Thrust that arm out. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Running to Green. Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down, red zone play, round the line. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Had to get rid of it quickly.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it's Russell. That one comes out hot down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Averill. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a man. Under fire. Into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Meadows. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in our offense?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden,
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And I love this offense being physical, man. 4th down and short. The defense knows you're going to run it. You still break through the line of scrimmage, and now you got 4 downs to get in the end zone.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Dropping back, it's Russell. field. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown time! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Miller. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Reads it, fires complete. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Caught in the backfield, it's Bond. Spins away from the defender. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Russell. He's got the back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Not a chance. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Going right to work up top. The short hands. It's Hilton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to...
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense lining up for a first down play. Tight end now in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Russell. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
To the ground. He's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box.
The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball security. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he's going to go down at the 1. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Buys a little extra time. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the ranking,